Hey guys, Douglas Gaming here, and I just decided to make this video because I'm recently got into the HPA world of Airsoft, and I took it up to Hollywood Sports about last weekend, and I learned some new things, and I was looking at other videos before I went airsofting, and not really there's not many videos out there that really explained exactly how to use this HPA setup and stuff like that. So I just wanted to say a couple of things and you know, pass on what I learned at Hollywood Sports. Actually, the paintball side of it, they actually helped me out, and they have a new tech there who is a really nice guy. He actually helped me out with that too. It was a really good airsoft tech. So if you guys ever go to Hollywood Sports, that voice crack. If you guys ever go to Hollywood Sports, if the tech is there, most likely he will be because he's new. And just, you know, if you ever have any problems, don't be afraid to ask. He's a real cool guy. But so basically, this is the Amped Airsoft SLP Regulator. Basically, what it's meant for is tanks that give off low pressure. This is like an SLP tank. It's only supposed to go with an SLP tank, but actually this is not the this is not an SLP tank. This is a Gorilla carbon fiber 45,000 psi, something like that. But this is not an SLP tank. And so other videos, people would say this, if you put this SLP regulator on this tank, it would explode or it wouldn't work properly. It actually works fine. But really what I made these videos for is for people who are new to HPA and want to know how everything goes, or even if you haven't bought one, how everything works. So basically, to, you know, speed up this video, I talked for long enough. So when you first get, you know, a regulator and a tank, you're gonna normally whatever regulator you get comes with the line. So you're gonna connect your line here, make sure it's, you know, together. You can give it a little tug, not, you know, hard, but give it a little tug and make sure it's in there. And this is actually, just to show you guys, this is my M9 Samurai Edge made by WE, and this is the magazine with the CQB Russian tap on there. I don't need iPro. I actually just shot this thing. I made sure there's no BB in the barrel, so I know I'm perfectly fine. Also the gun's unsafe, so I know I'm okay. So to start off, when you first put on your tank, you see this is, you know, closed all the way down. Let me see if you can see in there. You see this little thing. I'm gonna try to arc it. Maybe you can't see it, but it's actually not concave, but it's pointing out. What you want to do is you want to pull this out. You keep going. Now this thing isn't gonna move back while you're pulling it out, because what it's supposed to do is it's supposed to push this pin down to let air out. So when you're about to put the regulator on the tank, you take it off about there, to where, you know, if you can push this thing back, and now you see it's not poking out as far as it would be. You see now it's kind of like in there. So then you're gonna screw it on the tank. This is kind of the challenging part for me. I don't know why. Oh, I actually got it first try. See, when I was first doing this, this was turned all the way down. So the second I put the regulator on there, air was already, you know, releasing, and I thought, oh great, there it goes again. You know, the whole airsoft problem. I always have problems with airsoft guns for some reason. I think maybe it's because I'm too eager to jump into it, that, you know, I always have a problem. But I thought, oh, something's loose, or, you know, there's air leaking somewhere. It wasn't. It was just that this was pushed all the way down, so the second that I was screwing on the tank, it was already pushing down, you know, the nozzle for this, so the air was already releasing. So from then on, you want to screw it down. And if it's your first time, and on my first time, the tank vibrated just a little bit, but I think that it was just getting, since it was the first time, it was getting used to pushing air through, and now it doesn't do that. When you first fill up your tank, it will get warm. So, you know, you're gonna, of course, you go to your local airsoft park, hopefully they refill, you know, HPA tanks. So I would advise you to do some research on that first. Put it on there, you're gonna pull the nozzle or whatever you have to do to refill it. It's gonna blow up, you're gonna hear the air, not blow up, but you're gonna hear the air go in the tank, and then eventually it's gonna go silent. Let it be silent for like 2-3 seconds and then take it off. So then you're gonna turn it down. I just heard the air go in it. You hear like a little quick like gust go in there. Now you don't want to twist it back all the way down. You want to, what I do is I twist it back all the way down and then I untwist it. And it doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be perfectly, you know, twisted at the right area. It just has to be twisted just a little bit. So now it's on there, and what I do is for my regulator, I would pull it up and then I would twist it. Now for me, I have to keep twisting since it's new. I have to keep twisting until air actually goes in there. It feels, you know, when you first start to twist it, it's gonna get, you know, a little, it's gonna be loose. That's what she said. And then eventually you're gonna feel it give some, you know, it's not gonna have a lot of give as it used to. Then you're gonna see it start to go up. So here I'm gonna put this in the camera, and you can see it's now passing 40. Now it's on 40. It's still going. It passed 40 now. I'm trying not to shake. It's up there. It keeps going. Now it's about to be at 80. So I rock around 70 psi. I think that's good enough for this pistol, and for mine, since you lock it, you just push it down like that, and that's the tournament lock for this. But if you buy the same thing I buy, if your local park doesn't know how to tournament lock without just pushing this down, if they don't trust it, of course, you know, with people airsofting with HPA, they won't trust it. What you could do is you could get zip ties, and you put them through these holes, and when you put it through the hole, it actually comes out right here. So what you could do is you could put 2 zip ties, you know, like put them together and then put them through here, and you can lock it around, let me see if I can show you, lock it around that, so you wouldn't be able to turn it, you wouldn't even be able to pull it up. And then when you're lining up for your game, you just open up your pack, you show them, oh, you know, it's zip tied and everything, so I couldn't adjust it, and then they let you on the field. Now from here on, you have your hose and everything, you have it ready to go. Let me see, my mag right here. You just connect it. You're gonna hear air, you know, spew out a little bit. You put it in your pistol, and then you're ready to go. So, you know, when I first played, I thought it was like pretty fascinating. But since I play at Hollywood Sports, they separate from advanced and beginner players. Basically what that is if you're in alpha, which is advanced, you play with people with HPA guns, not just Polar Stars, HPA in general. If you have a tank on your back and it's connected, you're using it for your gun, you will be in advanced. It's for aggressive players and HPA users only. Not only, but if you feel like, oh, you know, I'm not a beginner, but I don't mind playing with Polar Stars and you know, Wolverine SMPs and all that other stuff, you can go play advanced. And beginners is the etc., the gas guns and, you know, AEGs. But if you're using anything with a tank, you will be put in advanced. I'm not too sure about any of the place. I'm going to Tac City this weekend, but I'm not sure if, you know, if you guys want to just see it shoot. There's no BBs in there. I can look down the barrel. Always point it at some sort of light when I pull the barrel back. Always point it at some sort of light so you see the light shining through and you know, okay, there's no BB in there. So as you see there, it's working. Overall, I really think I actually have 2 magazines, one with the HPA tap on and one with regular green gas fill, because I had to switch back to green gas because I like to play with my friends, so I switched back to green gas to play with beginners. But other than that, HPA is really cool. I'll show you guys taking it off. This video was mainly for people who are like new to HPA. I don't know a lot about it, but I just recently figured out, you know, how to use HPA and all this other stuff. And you know, when I first started, there was no videos on there. Not saying like when I first started, like I've known it for years, but looking online, there were no videos of how to do this. So I decided to make one myself, and it might not be that good, and I know I don't have that many viewers, but this is just for anybody who, you know, hops online and is like, hey, I need to learn how to do this. But yeah, I just hope that more people make videos like this, so you can have a big, you know, library of education on these things, because this is a really good tool to have if it's put in the hands of the right person. You know, if you have people who play with like not to bash on high kappas, because I'm actually thinking about getting one. But there's people who have like high kappas that are shooting at right at the brink of, you know, if you're CQB, they'll shoot right at 350. Or if I play like a outdoor place, I see high kappas that are shooting right at 400, or I see Polar Stars they're shooting right at 400 and like 28 BBs, you know, per second. Not saying that 28 BBs per second is like really high, but when you're playing, and most people shoot that and they're using their, you know, hairline triggers and stuff like that. You know, it's pretty cool and it's fun. I don't bash on Polar Stars when I see them. I think that's pretty cool that, you know, that they could afford that, and that, you know, go right ahead and use that. But this is a really good tool, and if it's used in the right hands, you're gonna have a fun time while everybody else is having a good time too. But other than that, if you guys have any questions or comments, you know, put them down below, and like the video if you liked it, if it helped. You can send me a personal message if there's anything, you know, that you discreetly want to ask, or you might feel like other people might judge you on. Just send me a message and I'll gladly respond to it. Other than that, this is Dope Gaming, shining is.